Good morning, friends. It is a glorious morning. I am here with a share crop update. Look at the growth in just 2 weeks. I did like I did the 511 about 2 weeks ago. It rained a couple of times, and the amazement of that, the amazing things that the rainwater does will astound you. It is gorgeous out here. So the video is titled Tragedy and Triumph. So we do have some fertilized watermelons hanging up there. And I'm going to go ahead and hand pollinate some that I see, because there is a male flower that I'm going to pull and go ahead and pollinate some of the freestanding female flowers that are left. And there's some males, but I did see some females that were not fertilized yet. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that today while I'm out here at the share crop putting in work. But yeah, everything's over here doing amazing at the watermelons. Now first, we'll go ahead and talk about the tragedy. I don't know if we broke. This thing was so big and luscious. If you go back to that last video, which I'll link above, I don't know if this broke and then kind of started dying off 2 days later. But it's even, or I just don't know. I don't know what happened. I think it broke and it's just started kind of dying off. But it even had the fruit on it. That's the long white Palermo squash. I may pick it and try to eat it in that state, just in case the plant doesn't make it. But here are the other watermelons. I know they're clustered and cluttered, but remember, we planted this in the native soil with a little bit of zoo compost added, maybe a couple of bags of black cow. So maybe $20 worth of soil added to the native soil. Native soil. We didn't even put it deep and put a lot in it. Fertilized with 511. So there is no excuse. Get out here, dig a hole, and put something in it. Plant a seed, plant a seed. So here are the little, I think these were Tarentas. Remember, I dropped some stuff and don't remember what I dropped. But I think these were Tarentas. And then 2 of the sugar baby starts down there. They're probably kind of crowded out at this point. But I'm not seeing a whole bunch of watermelons like over there, but they are growing. I did go ahead and put them on the 4-foot stakes so they can kind of wrap around and wrap up. Since they are small melons, that'll work for those. And like, here's the other sugar baby start, and you got some more of the, I think these are Minnesota midgets and Tarentas or something that I did. There's some babies there. That beautiful. Oh my goodness. So that is still working, and it's triumphant as far as I am concerned. And here is the other squash. So I think these are long yellow squash, like straight neck yellows or something. And these may have been old seeds. I don't know. Or they may have been new seeds. I just was dropping stuff. But I see one down there that didn't make it. But we already have squash production. Plenty of it. I see one down here. I hope I can get you in there. That might not have made it. Let's see. Behind this pretty flower. See right there? That might not have made it. But my aunt called me yesterday and said, you need to come pick something. And I said, no, you but look at that big old squash. I'm going to show it, put it in the thumbnail at the end or at the beginning. You'll see it in the thumbnail once I pick it. I just wanted you to see. This is the truth. So I'm going to be eating, I'm going to have squash in my bed, crawling out my ears. I'm going to eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I guess, because the squash is real over here. I don't even know where I know I planted cucumbers. I don't know where they are, unless they are bush type and they're going to come up out of these other bushes. Because I know I planted some like fishnaries. So I got to go back and do some research. Either this is the fishnari on this vine, and on this vine, or they're coming up bush type like regular old yellow squash. So I gotta go do some research. But all I am seeing is yellow squash. Like, look up in there, straight yellow squash. So we will be eating plenty of squash around here, but at least we eating. And then these are the Tom Thornburn or whatever tomatoes from Baker Creek. And I do see some flower production over there. Let me zoom you, because the sun is pretty bright, which is why it's so successful. I am so pleased with this sharecrop. It's amazing. So those are going to be regular size red tomatoes. And these are the ones I thinned and moved from the pot. But look, loaded with squash. So I'll be back the weekend. I guess we're having squash for Sunday dinner, because all of those will be big enough to eat by Sunday. And it's supposed to rain Saturday. So I'll come Sunday morning and pick some for Sunday dinner and maybe make a squash casserole. Maybe share it with you all. She's still pulling these little flowers, these little things. And I told you, they're crazy. They grow crazy, but I think the bees like them. So they have pucks all around them. But I told her to leave the one with the flower, because it's finna be a beautiful flower coming out of this one. So landscape-wise, all of these, you can get those and put them in your yard, and they'll go all over the place. And you'll have a permanent fixture for pollination. Between that and some roses, the bees love it. So over here, we have the 1,000-head kale. It's slowed down a little bit, but it still should give us something through the summer months, because it does have a little bit of shade cover, and I don't think it gets full all day sun. So that's the 1,000-head kale. Plus I have some growing at my house too. And it's really in a shady spot to keep it going through the hot Florida summer. So, yes, I just wanted to update you all and show you this beautiful production. I'm going to pick my squash, and I may go home and eat it for breakfast. Put some squash next to some scrambled eggs and a piece of bacon, and I'm good to go. But she also has the blueberry bushes. She's like, I don't want to eat the blueberry bushes. So my garden mentor was saying some of the blueberries are not big as the one in the store on the bushes that we brought, which is true. I have tiny blueberries, but these are the bigger blueberries. See? So let me give you that brand. This is the Premier, and they're pretty decent size, more like the store variety. And this is, now don't ask me to pronounce this, because it's the Alapaha blueberry. Yes, it's going to be upside down, but I just ate it. I should have showed you before I ate it, but I'm greedy, whatever. But these are closer to the one that was fully mature, was the actual store size. So there's my finger, and there's the blueberry. So they're pretty much the store size. So if you're looking for a store size and want to make you just a straight blueberry bed, just so you can have enough to eat, you know, enough to throw on your oatmeal in the morning or whatever, those are some good brands to get, some good varieties to get. Now this is the one from Stock Brothers. Don't know what kind it is, but it's so little, not a blueberry in sight. So still, I say check your local nurseries for this type of stuff, so that you can see it, touch it, feel it, and it'll be a larger size. And see those same little flowers popping up over here. They're called, goodness, they're escaping me right now. But if you know, put them in the comments below. I forgot the calla flowers, calla lilies. And they go everywhere, so beware. So I'm going to give you a full shot of the sharecrop. There is the watermelon, And see, she has a big yard, so this is like a little small space in the yard that we're using. And look how much food we're producing. Look, it's going to be amazing. And even the tragedy, I'm going to get that little squash off of there just in case, and maybe it'll induce it to come back to life, because we put some more dirt on it. The inside is not dying, so it's still some green, and the flowers are still coming up and opening, so it still may be some life in this plant. So when I pull that, it might boost it to keep on producing. So we're going to just keep watch on the little baby and see if we can get anything else to come from it. And oh goodness, and wait on this other stuff. In 2 weeks I'll be picking tomatoes. You can't tell me I won't be picking tomatoes in 2 weeks. So quit making the excuses. Get out, dig a hole, and plant a seed, plant a seed, plant a seed. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and let me tell you this. The news, our local news, is even pushing. You want to complain about groceries, gas prices? We had a story on our Channel 4 News saying, look, if you got your cucumbers, your tomatoes, your lettuce, your whatever growing in the backyard, that's number one, saving you a trip to the grocery store and saving you some money at the grocery store, which the trip to the grocery store is gas, time, gas. Come back here in your backyard, get your groceries. So, and the herbs are so expensive. Basils, bay leaves, thyme. If you cook with that stuff, you should definitely be growing that stuff. Thyme, basil, bay leaves, all of that kind of stuff. Cilantro, if you have to grow it inside on the back porch, whatever. So please keep these things in mind. Everybody should have a little backyard kitchen garden. The bell peppers in the store, $1.20 a piece, depending on what store you go to. Minimum $1 a piece. $4 worth of plants. You got your bell peppers for the next 6 or 8 months, depending on where you live. And then another thing, you can cut them up and freeze them. So cut up your bell peppers, cut up your onions, put them in the freezer. When you need them for the kitchen, you have them in the freezer. So please, please, everybody needs to grow, plant some food, combat these high food prices, combat the moldy food in the grocery store that they're trying to sell you for lots and lots of money. Please grow some food. Native soil, a little bit of 2 bags of black cow, mix it in, get a whole garden. And a ball of 511. Get a whole garden. So thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you watching. Like this video, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications for all of my content. And I do thank you again. Have a great day and get outside and plant a seed, plant a seed, plant a seed. Bye-bye.